Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Elisa Lam, the 21-year-old Canadian student. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old Canadian student who had come to Los Angeles for sightseeing. Elisa was studying in British Columbia College when she came to Los Angeles on 26 January 2013. Actually, her parent refused to let Elisa alone because she was bipolaric and also she was taking some medicines for her depression. So, somewhere her parents were really worried in sending Elisa alone to Los Angeles, but Elisa somehow convinced them that she will be very careful and she will take care of herself, and that every day, wherever and whenever is possible, she'll call them and update them about her, day-to-day activity. After a lot of convincing, her parents finally agreed, and Elisa from Canada came to Los Angeles. And as she had promised, she used to call them every day. She had checked into the Cecile hotel in Los Angeles, and like on the 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and the 30th, every day she used to go out, she used to do shopping, she used to do sightseeing, and then also she used to come back and call her parents and tell her how her day went. So this was her routine from the 26th on to the 30th. 31st January, that's the day when Elisa went missing. So, as usual, she did go out, it seemed, and it did sightsee, but she never came back to the hotel, they believe, or they called, because she never called back her parents. So, that's when her parents get really worried because they have been trying Elisa's number for a long time, and then they finally contact the staff of the Cecil hotel and they ask them to check on Elisa because they have been calling her for a long time, and it seemed that her phone was also switched off. So that's when they get really worried. On the request of Elisa's parents, the Cecil staff started looking out for her. And when they also could not find her, they get back to Elisa's parents and then they request again them to inform the police on their behalf. So the staff finally informs the police, and the police comes to the Cecil hotel and the police starts looking out for her. So that's when they come across this CCTV footage, which definitely shows that Elisa did come back to the hotel that day. And there was this very strange behavior that has been recorded. It was again seen in the CCTV footage that Elisa was behaving very oddly in the way that she was peeping out of the lift as if somebody was trying to catch her. Again, if you see that she was again coming inside the lift as if somebody is chasing her. So she keeps peeping in and out, and in a segment it is shown there that she is literally pressing the buttons of the lift. She's literally pushing in all the buttons, not sure on which floor she wants to go. And strangely, if you see here, the lift door does not close automatically. Usually the lift closes within 30 to 40 seconds, but here you see literally that 4 minute that video has been recorded, the lift door does not close at all. So again Elisa goes out. Again she looks around as if somebody is standing there, and then again it is seen that she is standing in a corner as if she's trying to talk to somebody. But if you check the footage, there is actually nobody in the lift. She's alone there, and then in a point she takes her hands towards her neck and she acts as if somebody is trying to strangulate her. Whether somebody was really strangulating her or it was just her imagination is again a big question. So this CCTV footage goes on for around 4 minutes. So that's the footage that police comes across, and then the Los Angeles police, what they do is they upload the video for public awareness so that they know, so that they can get some information about Elisa so that public comes out to them and reaches out to them in some way or the other, getting some information about her. So that's why they upload this video. But what happens is the strange behavior of Elisa catches everybody's eye, and that's when the video goes viral. And once the video has gone viral, they start associating this behavior to ghosts, to spirits, and supernatural things, because somewhere people started believing that Cecil Hotel was haunted. Going back to the Cecil Hotel, the Cecil Hotel had a bad name for itself, because people believed that it was haunted. Because over the period of 70 to 80 years, there have been 16 unnatural deaths. There has been a lady who has jumped off from the roof. There has been a lady who had been killed inside the hotel, and there was some serial killer who lived in that hotel. So, somewhere there has been a lot of unnatural things happening within the hotel, and people started believing that the spirits of these people were still in that hotel and it was haunting that hotel. And that's when they all started believing maybe Elisa's behavior was somewhere related to these spirits acting upon her. So speculations on one side and search on the other. It was nearly 14 to 15 days goes by, and by this time Elisa's parents also reach Los Angeles from Canada, and the police search is going on, and they are desperately trying to find where exactly Elisa vanished after the footage in the CCTV footage. And then on the 17th of February, the hotel people living in the hotel start complaining that there has been foul smell coming from the water that they are drinking, and the water is not coming very forcefully. So they go complain to the staff, and they all the staff takes an action about it. What they do is they go up to the 15th floor. Here is where we have to know that the 15th floor is absolutely nobody is allowed to go, only the staff is allowed to go to the 15th floor. It has been set up with alarms, because after all the incidents, because people jumping off from the 15th floor and committing suicide, so general people, or the people who are staying there, are not allowed to go to the hotel terrace at all. It's only the staff. So it has been, the alarm has been set up in a such a way that the moment if anybody goes in, the alarm will go off immediately, and it will even be heard in the for last two floors of the hotel. So it has been set up like that, and the water tanks are huge, big, four water tanks are there, and to reach to the water tank itself is a task. So they have to go up to the water tank, and they have to climb up, and it is a task, and even if somebody touches, the alarm will go again. So that's when on the 17th of February, the hotel staff go up to the terrace. They switch off the alarm. They have a task going up to the water tank, because one of them is huge. And that's when one of the staff notices that the lid of the water tank, the lock has been removed, and with great difficulty that person removes the lid of the water tank itself. It said that it's huge and it's very heavy. So the moment they remove it, they see a dead body inside the water tank. So that's when they realize that it could be Elisa. It was the dead body of Elisa Lam. With great difficulty, they pull it out, and they discover that it is Elisa Lam's dead body, and it is sent for post-mortem. And that's when people started talking that indeed, the ghost and the spirits have been behind this, and that's how she reached. But the other side, some people believed that maybe because she was bipolaric and she was taking medicines for depression, so people thought that maybe she had taken this decision to end her life. But the big question here is, whatever it may be, how Elisa reached the 15th floor of the Cecile Hotel is a big question, because the moment the anybody reaches, the alarm will just go off, because it has been arranged in such way, because of the previous death, the hotel staff was very careful that nobody has an access to the terrace. So it's a big question how she reaches there, and again how she goes near the water tank, because they are huge water tanks, and when they see the height and weight of Elisa, of her height and weight, someone to climb itself is a big thing, and then to remove the lid of the water tank, which was quite heavy. So again, some people said yes, it could have been a suicide. So why, if she really wanted to commit suicide, she could have just jumped off the terrace. Why take so much pain of climbing that water tank and then jumping into the water tank? She could have just jumped off the terrace. So that's one side. And the other believers believe that it is the work of the spirits and the ghosts that has been haunting the hotel because of these unnatural deaths that had happened in Cecile Hotel. So till now, 2013 is when Elisa Lam's body was discovered on this February the 17th, and 2022 still the police has no answers like what really happened, because till now they are trying to find out whether it was a suicide or whether really these supernatural activities took over. So big a question. Elisa's parents are really looking out for answers which till now nobody has got. Hopefully they do get. Hope you all liked the video. Please do share, subscribe and like. Thank you.